Hey, what's up guys, Scuf here, bringing you guys a review of the Scuf DareDeVIL Pro, which is a Scuf controller that I got maybe around 8 months ago, around August 2012, and I really do enjoy this controller a lot. It's made by Scuf Gaming, and a lot of people through the 8 months of having this controller have asked me, is it good, what should I do with it, should I get one, all this stuff, like is it worthwhile getting one, is it worth $120, all that stuff. And today I kind of want to cover what's included in the box, a review of the Scuf controller, and why I like it. So basically, let's get into what's in the box. So when you open up the box of the Scuf controller, you're going to have a nice abstract box, which I don't have in front of me right now because I didn't get, I think Scuf controller was, or Scuf Gaming was pretty new when I got my controller, so they didn't have any of those new boxes, but I know when you get one now, you're going to get a nice little box with your Scuf controller in it. And then if you order this, you're going to get a plug-and-play kit. So this is separate, I think, but anyways, you're going to get a plug-and-play kit, and I would suggest getting that. It's going to allow you to basically get your controller, which is, if you have a wireless controller, I do like wired more than wireless, so I'd suggest getting a wired controller, but if you do have wireless, I would suggest getting the plug-and-play. So I got the plug-and-play in the box. Basically, it lets you to plug a wire into here to recharge your rechargeable battery pack, which is back here, so you guys don't have to worry about scrambling through your doors to get, or drawers to get all those batteries and AA batteries and stuff like that. And finally, I also ordered a Scuf Gaming Controller Protection Case, which I don't really find is... I move my Scuf controller around a lot because I have 2 separate houses. My parents are divorced, so I have to move back between each house. And it's kind of annoying, so that's why I got the case, because I didn't want this, I guess, expensive controller getting ruined. So that's why I got the case. But if you guys don't move around a lot, I wouldn't really suggest getting the case. It's only for if you play in the MLG or you have to move around a lot with your controller. It's going to really protect it. Now let's get into the, I guess, comparison between the normal Xbox standard kind of stock controller and the Scuf controller. So basically, let's get into the difference. So first off, let's start off with the thumbsticks. So here, the thumbsticks on the Xbox stock controller are going to be pretty concave. They're not that good. You're going to slip off of them easily if you check like that. And I don't really like the normal Xbox controllers. They're just not too good. The little thumbsticks bug me a lot. But the thing I like about the Scuf controller is they have, thumbsticks here. They have domed PS3 thumbsticks, and that's why I really like the Scuf controller, or my Scuf controller, is because I got 2 domed thumbsticks on it, and that's going to allow you basically so your finger doesn't slide off, and it's really going to help you out a lot. Like this button, it's going to help you. It has a lot more grip. It's going to improve your aim. But the one thing I don't like is, because I use this, I guess, kind of controller a lot, my top thumbstick right here has a little indent right here, but it's because I think I've kind of worn out the thumbstick, so I might have to go get FPS Freaks to put onto my Scuf controller. But now let's get into the buttons and stuff like that. So first off, on the Xbox kind of standard controller, standard stock controller, we don't have an interchangeable D-pad here, but since I got the DareDeVIL Pro, you can turn this and it's going to pop out like that, and it's kind of cool, but it's nothing, it's just kind of a little cool feature on the controller. But then over here, the buttons are... the buttons on the, I guess, just front face of the controller don't change at all, except for I just got mine blacked out because I don't really have to look down on my controller anymore and have to look where the A and B button are. If you're getting a Scuf controller, I'm pretty sure you guys don't have to worry about looking down at your controller and finding out which one's the X, Y, and B and A button. But anyways, guys, basically that's the face of the controller. Now let's get into the kind of shooting buttons, the left trigger, the right trigger, and the bumpers. So on the standard Xbox 360 controller, you're going to have the left trigger, left bumper, right bumper, and those are just normal standard, nothing too special with this. But on the Scuf controller, you're going to have trigger stops, or no, let's start with the bumpers. The bumpers are going to be the same as the standard Xbox controllers, except these ones are blacked out. But on the, the Scuf controller, the only difference are going to be the triggers. So the triggers are pretty different because they have these little metal things on there, if you guys can see them. They're called trigger stops. Those are going to allow you to shoot faster. They're not a mod. They basically find out the position, because here on the Xbox controller, if you're playing COD or Battlefield 3, right here is, you usually press all the way down to shoot or fire or do whatever you want. But usually, where they actually process happens where you're going to fire a gun happens here. So basically they just make your Scuf controller have hair triggers and more sensitive, which is going to make you fire faster and take down the enemy a lot faster. Now let's get into what the special part about the Scuf controller is. So basically you see the back here of the normal Xbox standard controller. We have nothing too special over here. We just have white and a battery pack. But on the Scuf controller, you guys will find this pretty interesting. It has two paddles. So these paddles I have hooked up to the A and B button. What this allows you to do basically is when you have your Scuf controller, you're going to hold it in a certain position. Like I hold it like this, let's say, and I use this one over here to jump. So I use, let's see if I can do this one, this stick right over here to jump. And then my knife button, let me just switch hands on my iPhone. My knife button is going to be right here. So basically what it lets you do is it takes about a second to switch from the aim stick or the thumb stick to the buttons. So it's really going to cause a little bit of delay, and it just helps you to, I guess, kind of aim faster and basically kill faster in Call of Duty, Battlefield 3, and all those games. It's basically going to lessen the time it takes to shoot and do all those things. And finally, let's get into the one last thing that I like is I ordered this kind of military grip on here. It's basically a grip that's going to make your hands less sweaty, and it really helps out a lot. I do enjoy it a lot. It's just basically a military grip on the back of your Scuf controller that's going to help you from non-sliding hands and stuff like that. And finally, last but not least, the Scuf controller is, let's just see the certification here if I can zoom in. Let's see, I just need to get it focused. There we go. Seal of Scuf approval. And the Scuf gaming controllers are approved for the MLG, so that is pretty cool, and I enjoy that a lot. But guys, basically, I think the Scuf controller is worth it. It's a really great controller. I do enjoy how much it's worth. I do enjoy that the prices aren't ridiculous, but they're still, you know, pretty high. But it's good enough for what type of controller you get, guys. But overall, the Scuf controller has improved my gaming a tiny bit. I do enjoy it a lot. It's a better controller than the normal stock controller, and it's an overall great controller to have, guys. But that's my review of the Scuf gaming controller. If you want me to review my Astro A40s over here, my Elgato gaming capture around the corner, or anything like that, tell me in the comment section below. I'm out, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.